media has a big problem. The pornography industry is responsible for creating and distributing explicit media seen in magazines, pictures, videos, and various other types of media. Women are usually the subjects of pornographic material. However, recently it has become very diverse, and they have made it so it accommodates any sexual preference you can think of. Now, the truth is, pornography is harmful to both the actors and the workers within the industry and the users who choose to view this. According to some estimates, this user base is about 40 million people, and that's in the U.S. alone. So out of all America, which has about 300 million people, that would make pornography users 13%, and that is including children and including children and adults. So another estimate says that pornography accounts for 40% of internet use. Now, the causes for this are kind of profound, but you can reason through it as well. First, all humans have a deep longing to be connected, and sex is one of the ways that we achieve this connection. Now, the unfortunate thing is the media has distorted this method of connecting into something that does the opposite. You know, I can think of countless TV shows and stuff that glorify sex, tearing relationships apart. Now, one that pops to mind is the new show Mistresses, which glorifies extramarital affairs. Now, I don't know about y'all, but to me, that definitely sounds like breaking connections, not forming them, as sex is meant to be. So, the media is exploiting sex for their own profit. They're not doing it with the original intent of connecting people and satisfying our longing, but doing it only to satisfy their monetary desires. Now, the effects of this are vast and very disturbing. The first one is that it has been scientifically proven that you can be addicted to sex, which includes porn. In studies in 2002, 2004, 2006, and 2007 show that, were studies over the minds of addicts of cocaine, methamphetamine, food, and sex, and they all showed the same frontal lobe damage, the same damage to the frontal lobe of the brain. And the damage was one that is common in all types of addicts. So it's a proven fact that you can be addicted to sex, and porn is a depiction of sex. Now, one of the other effects is the treatment of the women on the set. What it basically amounts to is brutal rape every time they film a scene. In the words of one porn star on her first time on set it was really violent. He was hitting me, it hurt, they wouldn't stop. Now, that is definitely toned down a lot, but that is the course of every film ever done. It's brutal. Now, also, the pornography industry is flooded with drugs, all the drugs that they want, and this is to keep them addicted and keep them coming back to the industry to enslave them, basically, to porn. And disease is another big problem. There are mandatory tests done, but or after hearing testimonies from former porn stars, the tests are definitely not done frequently enough or thoroughly enough to prevent disease from ruining people's lives. Now, another effect is the views that we have on the people we see in porn. You know, when people watch stuff like that or view pictures, it is purely physical. You only see the good stuff about them physically, and that leaves out a whole other part of the person. That leaves the emotional and the personality, and that is not how we're meant to know people. When we know people, we attach ourselves to personality. However, with this porn epidemic, really, our culture is teaching ourselves not to place any value on emotional and personality relationship development. So, in conclusion, an industry like this cannot be justified at all. The evidence should be enough to turn anyone away. We cannot support something that kills people with drugs flooding the porn industry, and even if, no matter how happy it may make a couple or how many girls can make a living off this industry, the evidence is too much to continue in our right minds. We cannot keep this going. And so it is everyone's obligation to help those trapped it's our obligation to help those trapped as actors and workers in the industry, and also users, to at the very least, at least recognize that this is a problem, and because without recognition, without being able to admit that the porn industry is a big problem in America right now, we will not be able to take any further steps to a solution. Thank you.